So we have another big thing happened this week. So Dusty Baker signed on to be the manager of the Houston Astros. Um,
Oh,
and as a fan of another AL West team, I couldn't have been happier about that.
oh
To be
man.
honest with you, because don't get me wrong, Dusty Baker had some great years in San
Oh
Francisco. I mean,
yeah.
he led the Giants to the World Series in '02, but they ended up losing. He ended up losing his job. Went to the
Yep.
Cubs. Good, not great.
Not
That
great.
last year was not good. 66 and 96. That's not good. And then
No.
went to the Reds, where it's kind of not a great situation to begin with. And then and then 2 years with the Nats, got fired, and he wasn't in baseball the last 2 years at all.
Two. Two. Count them. Yes.
Yeah, he's been out of baseball for 2 years. He's 70
That's
years
longer than
old.
AJ Hinch's suspension,
It is. Yeah.
by the way.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and that's the thing too, is you can't, because they actually fired Hinch. You can't think that they're just bringing in Dusty Baker for a year and then bringing AJ Hinch back.
No.
That's not what that seems like, because they could probably have brought him in his spot for a year,
Sure.
and I'm sure he would have been fine with it, and then gone to some other position with the team after that.
Yeah.
But no, they brought him in to run things for the foreseeable future, and it'll be interesting to see how that goes.
So one of the things that I love about Dusty Baker, and what is the same reason this is so interesting, is he is such an old school guy.
So old school.
As old as school gets, man. This guy
Mm-hmm.
is he's aggressive. He's in your face. The unwritten rules are big with him. So I just can't help but wonder, like, they went from AJ Hinch, who showed that he's maybe doesn't have what it takes to stand up to his players, and
He's the
doesn't
cool
have
dad.
he's the cool dad. There you go. He's the cool dad. And now they brought in grandpa, or the tough uncle or something, who's like, this dude's going to swing the hammer if he has to. You know what I mean? This guy will bench
Yeah.
you if you look at him sideways. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like,
Yeah.
he's going to run this like a fascist dictator.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure.
We'll see.
And kind of the thing too is, if you look at his record, I mean, he had two very good teams with the Nats in 2016 and 17. They were 95 and 60, 95 and 67, 97 and 65. Went to the
Right.
postseason, but just couldn't get over the hump. And there's more talent in Houston. They
Sure.
I mean, anybody can run I want to say anybody, but he can carry the momentum of that team for a year at least.
At
And
least a year.
I fully expect them to win the AL West again, because they're that good. The players are that good.
Yeah.
But I don't know what'll happen 2021. And
I don't know either, and I don't think that's the point right now.
Mhm.
I think this. Okay, this is what I really think. Right, I really do think that Dusty Baker is a veteran manager, and he has the ability to win. He can at least get him over 500. I think the
Oh, yeah.
players can carry the rest of that for sure. But
Mhm.
I think Houston needs a good guy. They need to put the white hat on, right? So
Yeah, yeah.
they're gonna bring Dusty Baker in because he's as good a swan song potential story as anybody. He's
Right.
he's as good as the Cinderella kind of idea as anybody. And so I think Buck Showalter would have done the same thing. If you look at the list of guys they interviewed that were made public, they're all like, a number of them are this, like, well, rise from the ashes, buddy, right? Like, let's
Yeah.
see what you can do. And this is just to me, this is another sign of that.
Right. And the other thing that those guys have in common too is they don't take any crap from anybody.
None.
Right. Like Dusty Baker said in his introductory press conference, he said, "There won't be any sign stealing on my watch."
Yeah, there's not going to be a lot of things.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You gotta have those. Gotta have those toothpicks all lined up the way he likes them.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah.
cross your cross your T's. Everything. There will be hustle down to first base. So
There will definitely be hustle down for Acuna would not play for Dusty Baker.
No, he wouldn't do well. Would not.
Neither
do
would Gary Sanchez. He would struggle.
well. Oh, yeah.
He would
That's a whole
struggle
other
with that
topic for another
hustle.
day.
Yep. I said it.
Yeah.
You heard it
Yeah.
here. I'm not taking it back
it
either.
Said it and I don't regret it.